Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep just doesn't come as easily as it used to? Maybe you fall asleep quickly, only to wake up at 2, 0 or 3, 0 in the morning, unable to drift back into that peaceful slumber. Or perhaps you toss and turn, your mind racing with thoughts, your body restless and uncomfortable. If you're a senior, you're not alone. Millions of older adults struggle with sleep, and the reasons are often more surprising and more fixable than you might think. In fact, there's one common habit that many seniors do before bed, believing it's harmless or even helpful, but it could be the very thing sabotaging your sleep and accelerating the aging process. Today, I'm going to reveal the shocking truth about what you should stop doing before bed and what to do instead, so you can finally enjoy the deep, restorative sleep your body and mind need. Let's start with a simple but powerful fact. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to disruptions in our sleep cycle. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you feeling tired. It affects your memory, your mood, your immune system, and even your risk for serious health problems like heart disease and diabetes. Yet, despite its importance, many seniors unknowingly sabotage their own sleep with habits that seem innocent on the surface. The most common culprit? Drinking plain water or other fluids right before bed. Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't staying hydrated important? Absolutely. Hydration is crucial for every cell in your body, especially as you get older. But here's the shocking truth. Drinking water, or any fluid, right before bed can actually disrupt your sleep in ways you might not expect. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at holding water overnight. The bladder becomes more sensitive, and the signals to your brain to wake up and go become stronger. That means even a small glass of water before bed can lead to multiple trips to the bathroom in the middle of the night, pulling you out of deep sleep and making it harder to fall back asleep. But the problem doesn't stop there. Every time you wake up to use the bathroom, your body's natural sleep cycle is interrupted. You miss out on the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are essential for memory, consolidation, tissue repair, and hormone balance. Over time, this can lead to chronic fatigue, brain fog, irritability, and even a weakened immune system. And if you're already dealing with health issues like diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate problems, the impact can be even more severe. So, what should you do instead? The answer isn't to stop drinking water altogether, far from it. The key is to time your hydration wisely. Aim to drink most of your fluids earlier in the day, tapering off as evening approaches. Try to finish your last glass of water at least 2 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to process the fluids and empty your bladder before you settle in for the night. If you're thirsty closer to bedtime, take just a small sip, enough to wet your mouth, but not enough to fill your bladder. But hydration is just the beginning. There are several other habits that seniors often do before bed, thinking they're harmless, but that can actually sabotage sleep and accelerate aging. Let's talk about another big one. Screen time. Whether it's watching TV, scrolling through your phone, or reading on a tablet, exposure to screens before bed can wreak havoc on your sleep. The blue light emitted by screens suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to sleep. Without enough melatonin, you may find it harder to fall asleep, and your sleep may be lighter and more fragmented. The solution? Create a digital sunset in your home. Turn off all screens at least 1 hour before bed. Instead, try reading a physical book, listening to calming music, or practicing gentle stretches. If you must use a device, switch it to night mode or use blue light-blocking glasses to minimize the impact. This simple change can make a dramatic difference in how quickly you fall asleep and how deeply you rest. Another common mistake is eating heavy or sugary foods late at night. Many seniors enjoy a bedtime snack, but what you eat and when you eat it can have a big impact on your sleep quality. Heavy, rich, or spicy foods can cause indigestion, heartburn, and discomfort, making it harder to relax. Sugary snacks can spike your blood sugar, leading to a crash in the middle of the night that wakes you up feeling hungry or jittery. Instead, opt for a light, balanced snack if you're truly hungry, something like a small bowl of oatmeal, a banana, or a handful of nuts. These foods provide gentle, sustained energy without overwhelming your digestive system. Let's not forget about caffeine and alcohol. Many people know to avoid coffee in the evening, but caffeine can hide in unexpected places, like tea, chocolate, and even some medications. Caffeine is a stimulant that can linger in your system for hours, making it harder to fall asleep and reducing the amount of deep sleep you get. Alcohol, on the other hand, might make you feel sleepy at first, but it actually disrupts your sleep cycle, leading to more awakenings and less restorative rest. The best approach? Avoid caffeine after 0 p.m. and limit alcohol to earlier in the evening, if at all. Now that we've uncovered some of the most common bedtime habits that can sabotage your sleep, let's dig even deeper. Because the truth is, the hour or two before bed is a critical window for setting your body up for a night of deep, restorative rest, or for a night of tossing, turning, and waking up groggy. The choices you make during this time can either help your body wind down or keep it stuck in a state of alertness. And for seniors, whose sleep cycles are already more fragile, these choices matter more than ever. Let's talk about another habit that many people overlook: engaging in stimulating activities right before bed. Maybe you like to catch up on the news, pay bills, or have intense conversations with family members in the evening. While it might seem harmless, these activities can actually trigger your body's stress response, raising your heart rate and flooding your system with cortisol, the fight or flight hormone. Elevated cortisol makes it much harder to relax and fall asleep, and it can even cause you to wake up more frequently during the night. Instead, try to create a calming bedtime routine that signals to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. This could include gentle stretching, deep breathing exercises, meditation, or even a warm bath. These activities help lower your heart rate, relax your muscles, and prepare your brain for sleep. If you live with others, let them know that you need this quiet time for yourself. Protecting your bedtime routine is one of the best gifts you can give your health. Another sneaky sleep disruptor is temperature. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature, and being too hot or too cold can make it difficult to fall and stay asleep. Many seniors pile on heavy blankets or crank up the heat, thinking it will help them sleep better. But research shows that a cooler room around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit is actually ideal for sleep. If you tend to get cold, try using layers that you can easily adjust, or wear warm socks to bed. And if you wake up sweating, consider switching to lighter bedding or using a fan to keep air circulating. Let's not forget about lighting. Bright lights in the evening can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing melatonin and delaying sleep. Many seniors keep the lights on until the moment they go to bed, or use bright overhead lighting in the bathroom before brushing their teeth. Instead, try dimming the lights an hour before bed and use soft, warm lamps or night lights if you need to get up during the night. This helps your body's natural sleep-wake cycles stay on track. Now, let's address a habit that's often overlooked but can have a big impact: worrying about sleep itself. If you've had trouble sleeping for a while, it's easy to start dreading bedtime, worrying that you'll be awake for hours, or counting the minutes as you lie in bed. This anxiety can actually make it harder to fall asleep, creating a vicious cycle. The solution? Practice self-compassion and patience. Remind yourself that it's normal to have occasional, sleepless nights, and that your body knows how to rest if you give it the right conditions. If you find yourself lying awake for more than 20 minutes, Get up and do something relaxing in low light, like reading or listening to soft music, until you feel sleepy again. Another important point for seniors is medication timing. Many common medications for blood pressure, heart conditions, or pain can have side effects that interfere with sleep, such as increased urination, vivid dreams, or restlessness. If you suspect your medication is affecting your sleep, talk to your doctor or pharmacist. Sometimes simply adjusting the timing of your dose, taking it earlier in the day, for example, can make a big difference. Let's also talk about napping. While a short nap can be refreshing, long or late afternoon naps can make it harder to fall asleep at night. If you need to nap, keep it to 20-30 minutes and try to do it before 3:00 p.m. This helps ensure that you're tired enough to fall asleep at your regular bedtime. Now, you might be wondering, what should I do if I wake up in the middle of the night? This is a common issue for seniors, and it's often made worse by the habits we've discussed. If you do wake up, avoid turning on bright lights or checking your phone. Instead, try deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or simply lying quietly and focusing on your breath. Remind yourself that it's okay to be awake for a little while. Worrying about it will only make it harder to fall back asleep. Let's recap the most important habits to stop before bed. Stop drinking large amounts of fluids right before sleep. Stop using screens and exposing yourself to blue light in the hour before bed. Stop eating heavy, spicy, or sugary foods late at night. Stop consuming caffeine or alcohol in the evening. Stop engaging in stressful or stimulating activities before bed. Stop keeping your bedroom too warm or too bright. Stop worrying about sleep. Practice patience and self-compassion instead. By making these changes, you're not just improving your sleep, you're supporting your brain, your heart, your immune system, and your overall quality of life. Good sleep is the foundation for healthy aging, and it's never too late to start building better habits. In the next section, we'll explore what you should do before bed to set yourself up for the best sleep of your life, including expert-backed routines, calming rituals, and simple tips that really work. Because it's not just about what you stop doing, it's about what you start doing, too. Now that you know what to stop doing before bed, let's focus on what you should do to create the perfect environment for restful, rejuvenating sleep. Because the truth is, a good night's sleep doesn't just happen by accident. It's the result of intentional choices and calming rituals that prepare your body and mind for rest. For seniors, these positive habits can make all the difference between a night of tossing and turning and a night of deep, restorative sleep. Start by establishing a consistent bedtime routine. Our bodies thrive on rhythm and predictability, especially as we age. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. About an hour before bed, begin your wind-down routine. This could include dimming the lights, turning off screens, and doing something relaxing, like reading a book, listening to soft music, or practicing gentle stretches. One of the most effective ways to signal to your body that it's time to sleep is through relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided meditation can help quiet your mind and release tension from your body. Try this simple exercise. Sit or lie comfortably, close your eyes, and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this for several minutes, focusing on the sensation of your breath and letting go of any worries or thoughts. Another powerful tool for better sleep is creating a sleep-friendly environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for rest. Keep it cool, quiet, and dark. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to block out light, and consider using a white noise machine or fan to mask disruptive sounds. Make sure your mattress and pillows are comfortable and supportive. If you share your bed, talk with your partner about ways to minimize disturbances. such as using separate blankets or adjusting your schedules. Aromatherapy can also play a role in your bedtime routine. Scents like lavender, chamomile, or sandalwood have been shown to promote relaxation and improve sleep quality. You can use essential oils in a diffuser, add a few drops to your pillow, or use a calming lotion before bed. Just be sure to choose high-quality natural products and avoid anything that might irritate your skin or allergies. Don't underestimate the power of a warm bath or shower before bed. The rise and then gradual fall in body temperature can help signal to your brain that it's time to sleep. Add Epsom salts or a few drops of calming essential oil to your bath for an extra soothing effect. If a full bath isn't possible, even soaking your feet in warm water can help you relax. Nutrition also plays a role in sleep quality. If you need a bedtime snack, choose something light and sleep-friendly, such as a small bowl of oatmeal, a banana, or a handful of almonds. These foods contain nutrients like magnesium and tryptophan, which support the production of melatonin and serotonin, hormones that help regulate sleep. Finally, practice gratitude or gentle reflection before bed. Take a few moments to think about what went well during your day, or write down 3 things you're grateful for in a journal. This simple act can shift your focus away from worries and help you drift off with a sense of peace and contentment. Remember, the goal isn't to create a rigid or complicated routine, but to find a few calming habits that work for you and make them a regular part of your evening. Over time, these small changes can have a big impact on your sleep, your mood, and your overall health. By stopping the habits that disrupt your sleep and starting those that support it, you're giving yourself the best possible chance for deep, restorative rest night after night. And as your sleep improves, you'll likely notice benefits in every area of your life, from sharper thinking and better mood to more energy and resilience during the day. As you begin to put these new habits into practice, you may be surprised at how quickly your nights and your days start to change. Many seniors who make even small adjustments to their bedtime routine report falling asleep faster, waking up less often, and feeling more refreshed in the morning. But the benefits of better sleep go far beyond just feeling rested. Quality sleep is the foundation for a healthy mind, a strong body, and a vibrant, independent life. Let's take a moment to imagine what your evenings could look like with these changes in place. Instead of rushing through your day and collapsing into bed with your mind still racing, you give yourself permission to slow down. You dim the lights, turn off the TV and phone, and let your home become a peaceful, quiet space. Maybe you spend a few minutes stretching, reading, or listening to calming music. You sip a warm, non-caffeinated drink, perhaps a cup of herbal tea or warm milk, knowing that you've timed your hydration wisely and won't be waking up all night to use the bathroom. You feel your body relax as you settle into bed, your room cool and dark, your mind at ease. You take a few deep breaths, letting go of the day's worries, and focus on the gentle rhythm of your breath. If you wake up during the night, you don't panic or reach for your phone. Instead, you stay calm, maybe practicing a few more deep breaths or simply lying quietly until sleep returns. Over time, these small changes add up, and you find yourself enjoying deeper, more restorative sleep than you have in years. But what if you still struggle with sleep, even after making these changes? First, remember that occasional sleepless nights are normal, especially as we age. The key is not to let one bad night turn into a cycle of worry and frustration. If you find yourself lying awake, remind yourself that rest is still valuable, even if you're not fully asleep. Try not to watch the clock or stress about the hours slipping by. Instead, focus on relaxation and trust that your body will get the sleep it needs over time. If sleep problems persist, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. Sometimes, underlying health conditions, like sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or medication side effects, can interfere with sleep. Your healthcare provider can help you identify and address these issues and may recommend a sleep study or other treatments if needed. Remember, you don't have to accept poor sleep as an inevitable part of aging. There are solutions, and you deserve to feel your best. As you continue to refine your bedtime routine, pay attention to what works best for you. Everyone's needs are different, and what helps one person sleep soundly might not work for another. Be patient with yourself, and don't be afraid to experiment with different strategies until you find your perfect formula for restful nights. And don't keep your success to yourself. Share your experiences with friends, family, or fellow seniors. You might be surprised at how many people are struggling with the same issues, and your story could inspire someone else to make positive changes in their own life. Together, you can create a community of support, encouragement, and shared wisdom. Let's recap the most important takeaways from today's video. If you want to sleep better and age well, stop drinking large amounts of fluids, using screens, eating heavy or sugary foods, consuming caffeine or alcohol, and engaging in stressful activities right before bed. Instead, start building a calming bedtime routine. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Use relaxation techniques, and practice gratitude or gentle reflection. These simple changes can transform your nights and your days, helping you feel more energetic, focused, and joyful at any age. Thank you for joining me on this journey to better sleep and healthier aging. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone you care about. Leave a comment below with your favorite bedtime tip, and don't forget to subscribe for more expert-backed advice on senior wellness. Remember, it's never too late to make a change. Tonight could be the start of your best sleep yet.